are the same.
I wish teachers knew the importance of names.
I wish my teachers knew that Mexicans don't all come from the same place.
I wish my teachers knew that families struggle.
The idea of race came about when Europeans started colonizing the US, Mexico, Asia, Africa, and other places. They began separating people based on their appearance in order to justify why colonization was okay. Race has no science behind it. On the other hand, ethnicity has scientifically been proven. Often people get confused and think that the language you speak, your culture, or the color of your skin is part of your race. The reason this isn't true is because the way you and your family identify yourselves and everything that makes your culture is your ethnicity. When people talk about race, they're identifying other people and not themselves.
There are many different types of white privileges. For example, they don't get bothered or they don't have to talk about racism, but people of color they get bothered by it every day and they have to speak of it every day. Second, us colored people, we have to get followed by a cop in the stores thinking that we are going to rob. But white people, they don't get followed because they don't think that they're going to rob and that they have money. Third, that they're able to go to more privileged schools because they have money.
My mom thinks education is like a path to go with my siblings don't, and I'm caught up between them because I tend to follow my siblings' ways.
The reason why it's hard to balance both my cultures is because whenever I want to learn my family's culture's own language, I'm really used to the English language, and also because at school we hardly even learn about my people's history, and we're always used to learning about American history.
The only thing we want to do is work and get money for our families. But to do that, we have to go through suffering and pain. But the sacrifice we make or our parents make for us, the children, just to have a better life. We cross to get jobs, government support, and money. But the only thing we need is your support, not in a way that forces us to give up our culture, but the way you can take interest in ours. And we can better understand each other. When they come here to Colorado, the only thing that comes with them is their identity and their culture.
There's no such thing as white or black or Latino culture because all you're doing with race is just identifying your skin and the outside of yourself. But when you use ethnicity, that's talking about your cultural things, like for example, language or how you dress. That's why we should use ethnicity more than race to identify yourself.
Things that are good for me is that having a whole tribe basically look after you and support you. I think that teachers should teach us about our culture because we're mostly learning about the Mexican culture, not learning enough about ours.
I really like how there's few Dinkas or people like me in other schools, and that I have the opportunity to come to the school and teach others about my culture.
Language and culture cannot be separated from each other because they are part of each other. In order to fully practice my culture, tengo que hablar mi lenguaje.
Names matter to culture because if you say somebody's name wrong, they might confuse your culture or not bother to ask. They feel like your culture is stupid and that why should you even bother? And I think names matter to your culture because it shows what your culture is and it comes from a long time ago and you may have been named after somebody important from your culture.
And I think it's mainly because people here ask us to stop speaking our language, and when they ask us to stop speaking our language,
we speak pure English. Because when I was in kindergarten and first grade, I used to know Spanish so fluently and so well that I would surprise myself about how I would know so much. But now that I've lost it because people would ask me, stop speaking it, stop speaking it. I lost it because now I have to speak pure English. And when I got home as a child, they tell me, speak English because at school, people aren't going to understand you. Speak English, speak English. So.
It would be better if I knew Arabic. And I think knowing Arabic is important because it's a part of my culture. It's a part of where my family is from.
Some ways a school can help is just to maybe learn more about my language so I don't lose my culture, because I know more English than I know Dinka and Arabic, and I don't want to lose the roots I have. So.
La escuela podría incorporar más cultura en la comida. Sería un poco difícil, ¿verdad? Pero eso ayudaría mucho. También en las actividades que hacen. Creo que no es una distracción más, sino que ayuda a los niños a comprender en diferentes maneras. Me gustaría que la escuela dejara que los niños hablaran su lenguaje original, porque yo conozco amigos que no saben su lenguaje y eso es un poco triste. Y me gustaría que la escuela no castigara a los niños por hablar su lenguaje.
Hello, my name is Magear, spelled M-A-G-E-R, not M-A-G-E-A-R. Pronounced Magear. My name comes from my grandpa. It means the color red. I think it must have meant something to my mom. I am African American. The African part is South Sudan. My parents left there because of war. Then they went to Egypt and thought America was a good place, but now they regret it. They came here for us because of war. They want us to get an education. They want our future bright. They want us to succeed. They want us to do more than them.